And tonight is a very, very special night as Arsenal have managed to win a Premier League game 3-0 without conceding a goal. And on a rare occasion, they have won a game. Mesut Ozil showed up and probably had a man of the match performance. Are you going to put that away in your trophy cabinet, boys? Is that rare?
I want to point out a few things Sam just said there. He said Arsenal finally won. We beat Hull and West Ham 2 weeks before, so I don't know what he's talking about there. First of all. Yeah, obviously, I don't know what you're talking about, first of all. And yes, Ozil just come back for injury, and he's back. Initially, when he started with Arsenal, he was really, really good. I'm sure Julian would agree with that, and we were all happy about his performance and stuff. And since then, he's petered out. As Sam likes to mention, the thrashings that took place at Liverpool, he was a no-show, but I think the whole team was a no-show. And I know after the game, Sam put out a controversial tweet. What was the tweet, Sam?
Basically, I said that Ozil and Mata are both world-class players. But if I had to have one in a Dream 11, I would have Juan Mata all day.
And what did the Arsenal fans respond to you?
Arsenal fans went crazy, didn't they? You know, talking about mid-table. You know, nothing relevant to the situation as usual.
So you didn't mention anything about us not having a trophy, yeah?
They provoked me though, like.
Working the beast, yeah.
I'm talking about two players, of which you showed how clever Arsenal fans are. I said they're both world class, but I'd have that one in my Dream 11.
Yeah, but I think anyone that you pit your player against, as in, say I'm a Chelsea supporter, I've got a score against whoever, and you always back your player. And I told you this: if you had Ozil, and Man United signed Ozil, and Mata was at Chelsea still, you will be saying Ozil will be better.
You know what? You might say that, but even before Ozil and Mata both moved clubs respectively, I said Mata. I rated Mata higher than Ozil.
No, man, I disagree, bro.
I rated him higher than Ozil. Back to the matter is, I don't know. You don't know how many goals. Yeah, you don't know how many goals Ronaldo scored last season that Ozil scored. I mean, he's a goal machine.
Yeah, because he has those type of players around him. Arsenal is not got the same level of players as Real Madrid, and probably don't have the same attraction as the players they attract. So it's a different environment. For example, like Mata was at Chelsea 2 years in a row was their player of the year. The fans voted for him as player of the year, and now he's gone to. Then he became one of the team. If that makes sense. Whereas Man United don't have the greatest midfield, and he is the best midfielder there, so he shines a bit more. Whereas maybe Arsenal, where Ozil probably is not used to that environment where he has to be the focal point of everything, because he always had Ronaldo or Benzema or someone to take the limelight off him. But now he's at a club where he is at the forefront of everything. Maybe he's not used to that. And
Samir, rubbish.
What?
Absolute rubbish. Rubbish.
Go on, then rebuff it. Give me a good argument.
Mata didn't become just one of the team. He was put on the bench by Jose Mourinho because he didn't work back. Let's be honest. He didn't just become one of the team.
I'm saying before
he didn't go from being a top player to being nothing and being on the bench for no reason. Jose Mourinho put him there. Number one. Number two, the coaching staff and managers at Real Madrid last season said that Ozil wasn't up for working for his place at Madrid, so they thought, may as well ship him out. Get rid of him. He doesn't want to work for his place. Was that evident at Anfield when you got pummeled 5-1? What, he got tackled and didn't even get back up and get the ball again? And what happened? Who went and scored? Was it Suarez or Sterling? Or something like that. Anyway, they scored as a result of his foolishness. What happened against Bayern Munich? Did he even play against Bayern Munich?
Obviously, he missed the penalty if you don't remember. He
missed another penalty. Julian, what's your opinion on this?
Rewind 4 years. Would you take the Mata of Valencia or the Ozil of Real Madrid?
What was that? Sorry, I didn't hear that one.
Would you take, if you rewind 4 years, would you take the Mata that played for Valencia or the Ozil that played for Real Madrid?
I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't see that much of Mata at Valencia, and I didn't see that much of Ozil at Real Madrid. But
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, let's be
anyone
honest.
playing for Real Madrid, and anyone playing for Valencia, everyone's going to take the person playing for Real Madrid because you know Real Madrid are one of the biggest clubs in the world, and everyone wants their players, as last transfer window proved.
Well, okay, let's look at Mata. He's played 14 games for Man United. What has he done?
He's 4 assists, 5 goals.
Against,
Nothing wrong with that.
against some of the teams.
He scored 2 goals against Newcastle.
Norwich, yeah, and Newcastle. Where are they? They're not. They're not. Newcastle has like what they 8,
Ninth.
yeah, 9 loss streak. Norwich is fighting for relegation. Everton, he
And,
didn't turn up.
and I swear Giggs benched Matter as well. Didn't he come on, Sam? Same thing.
Did he come on at 60 minutes?
I know, but he benched him initially. That's
It was
a
a
bit strange.
professional performance.
Yeah, I'm not doubting that, but he benched him initially. Why did he bench him? He's like
He
one
doesn't,
of
he
the...
doesn't want to play him out of position like Moyes did.
Yeah, but he's your best player in that position, is he not?
What, in right midfield?
No, not right midfield, in the attacking midfield role.
Yeah, but they played 4-4-2.
Yeah, so you can play with a 4-4-2 diamond, can't you? With one playing backwards.
And
one
what
being-
midfield do we have to play 4-4-2 diamond?
You can play Fletcher back there. DM. It's only Norwich. You are going to beat Norwich, no matter what team you put out.
Why do you just discount Norwich like they're nothing, you know? Last week, Liverpool just about beat them.
Yeah, but Norwich
about
at
beat
home-
them.
Yeah, I know that. I agree with that. But Norwich were always going to lose that game just because when any team gets a new manager, the players are always up for it. And Giggs gave his speech to the players.
Arsenal fans showing your true colours, you know. Look, if Moyes is in charge at Old Trafford, we could have lost that game, and you both know it.
No, lost it.
You
You would have
both
still
know
won.
it.
No, you would have won that game. Maybe not with the same style and stuff like that, but you would have won the game, I think.
Before Moyes was sacked, I was actually preparing myself for a bad result that game.
I don't know why.
Everyone knew Man United were going to win. One, because Norwich are playing rubbish, and two, because they have that extra incentive. You know, they're doing it for Giggs and Paul Scholes, Mickey Butt, and like the new staff and everything. And it's obvious Man U were going to win.
It's
No,
obviously
no,
out,
no.
man.
Getting back to the subject here, let's not talk about Man United, yeah, because that's a bit of a bad topic this season. But Mata versus Ozil, impact on the team wise, you can't deny that Mata is a better performer.
I disagree in just the fact that I think they're both really good players. I agree with that, but as an Arsenal fan, I'm always going to defend my player. Whether there's some players that are undefendable, of course, but Ozil, someone that it became such a big player for us and stuff like that. I've got to back him and say that he's a great player, and then my argument is it's his first season. Let's give him one more season, and then if he performs not that well again next season, then it's an issue definitely. But for the first season, especially just adapting to the English game, how physical it is, he now knows how physical it is, and he used to run back and all that stuff. Real Madrid didn't really do it because you're playing La Liga where Real Madrid are going to win 99% of their games, and if you lose the ball, the other team's not really going to attack you, kind of thing. So it's not an environment he's really used to. Whereas Mata was played in the Premier League for a few years, knows that every game is a fight. It's not necessarily 3 points handed to you, and hopefully Ozil will realise that and back up his ideas. No doubt, I was expecting more from him this season. I won't deny that, but I still think Ozil's a quality player, and maybe he does need those quality players around him. Maybe there's something Wenger will look.
I just want to pick up on that point what you said there. You expected more of him. So what did you expect from him? Like, what did you expect his performances to be like?
More consistent, as in terms of he has loads of really good games, but then some games he won't have a good game. For example, like you talk about the Liverpool Man City game, didn't turn up, and my argument for that is the whole team didn't turn up. But there are games where the team is playing well, but Ozil necessarily is not the forefront of it.
That's the key point. That's the key point there. If the whole team hasn't turned up, he's supposed to be the one that always turns up and gets the team going because he's supposed to be that special.
But let's look at all the big teams. Say Ronaldo is the main man for Real Madrid. Even if they have a team of world-class players, even if the team doesn't turn up, at least one or two of them will. Ronaldo usually is the one, but if you look at Ozil, look at the Arsenal team. You give that to a football fan, they will say the only world-class player on there is Ozil. Maybe this season Ramsey, Koscielny, Santi Cazorla, but if you put Ozil in the Arsenal's team last season, a football fan would just say Ozil's the only world-class player. And yeah, we expecting more, especially for what we paid for him. But like Samir said before, he's like it's his first season. He's getting used to the pace, the extra responsibility, and I think they're both good players. I don't know why Man United and Arsenal fans have to always tussle and talk about who's better and who's not. But Mata and Ozil have two different.
You're just sitting on the fence, Julian. You're just sitting on the fence saying they're both world-class players.
Well, they are.
You're just sitting on the fence, on a big fence.
Like, no, I'm an Arsenal fan. Obviously, I'm gonna back my player, but I'm not gonna say Mata's not. I'm not gonna say I wouldn't like Mata at Arsenal. You wouldn't say you wouldn't like Ozil at Man United, would you?
Well, we didn't. We had the opportunity to get him and we refused.
Yeah, Moyes refused.
Trust me. If you go back, however months, and you ask Man United fan, if you had Ozil, if you had a chance to buy him, would you get him? Every Man United fan would have said yes.
They probably would have, but I don't think
exactly.
At the end of the day, if you asked every single one of them, would you have paid 42.5 million for him? They would have said no.
Well, ask them. Would you rather pay 42.5 million for Ozil, or would you rather pay 29 whatever million for Fellaini?
Bro, we're talking about Ozil and Mata, not Fellaini.
Yeah, but you're talking about money. You're talking about money.
Yeah, but Mata you paid for was nearly 37. It's only 5 million.
He's a ready-made product.
Yeah, but you have to.
Ozil was supposed to be.
Look, let's not talk about the market we bought in because we have the money to spend it. So we finally spent it on Ozil. And let's talk about it. You bought a player from Chelsea, who is your rivals, and Mata was their best player for 2 years. So you're gonna have to pay the bucks for him. And I still think Mourinho is a bit stupid for letting him go to you. Because I think he still could have done the job for Chelsea, but we just have to give it time. I'll take your argument next season, and then we can compare them. Because as you said, Ozil started really well, injury and stuff like that, and Matt has just joined United, so he hasn't had a full season. We haven't seen the full effects of it, and obviously both teams are going to sign players this summer, hopefully, and have better players around them, and then hopefully we can see both of them at their full effect. That's what we want to see, really. We want to see them both flying and competing for each other. But we're all fighting a losing battle when we're fighting for fourth and you're fighting for nothing. It's not really something to talk about.
Yeah, I think it's unfair to compare them to right now. Because obviously, Ozil first season, Mata, we know all about him. And if we should leave it for next season maybe. If Ozil has a poor season next season, then fair enough.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he has a poor season next season, then it is that.
Yeah, Sam, you're talking like Ozil's had a terrible season. He's changed Arsenal. Him playing with Santi Cazorla and Ramsey, especially them three in midfield, Arsenal are much better than whoever played in midfield last.
Bro, you're gonna finish fourth like he did last season. What changes?
Yeah, but
what changes he done, bro?
He helped us get into the FA Cup final. He helped us get into the FA Cup semi-final, let alone bloody.
Look, Ozil, when Ozil initially signed, he brought such a hype to Arsenal, as in, look how long we spent at the top. I know we didn't consistently stay there, but it's the first time we've been top for ages in the season. He brought a bit of hype, and initially in the beginning of the season, everyone was riding that Ozil boat, as in, all the Arsenal players were up for like, oh look, this player we're training with, and that kind of stuff. And obviously, towards the end, that boat ran out, and we didn't finish top and stuff like that. But I'm not happy with finishing fourth. Of course not, I'm not. And I'm hoping that next season we back up our ideas. But there's improvement. We might win the trophy finally after 9 years, like every other fan likes to remind us.
Yeah, and I think it's not only just the things on the pitch; it's off the pitch as well.
Yeah.
If Arsene Wenger is in the summer, is looking at a player, and say whoever, and they say, wait, I get a chance to play with Mesut Ozil, you know, especially if it's a striker. We're linked with Benzema. If Wenger goes
You're
in for
both in La
Benzema,
La Land.
no, I'm just saying this
Both in La
theoretically.
La Land.
No, how are we in La
Man
La
United
Land?
appoint Van Gaal, and Van Gaal, Man United going for someone like Arsenal. All the players are going to go to Man United because of the
All the
players they play
players.
with.
Ramsey rejected you, and you had Ferguson, bro. So
Yeah,
not all the players.
what was the reason? What was the reason Ramsey rejected us?
I don't know. You're gonna tell me that.
No, because Arsenal sent Wenger to go and check him out, and we sent Gary Neville instead of the
Exactly.
manager. So what sort of message is that going to provide to someone? But don't talk about that. Don't talk about that. Let's talk about what we're talking about.
Yeah,
Not
but
Ramsey.
All right, but what? So that's true. Some players probably wouldn't go Man United over Arsenal. There's probably a select few. But would some players want to miss out on Champions League football as well? Because I don't. I know it doesn't show, but a lot of the European players, probably outside England, a lot of them do care about Champions League football. So the top players and stuff like that.
Fair enough.
And Man United
A
don't
lot
have
of
that
them-
next season.
A lot of them will want to play in Champions League to win it. You're in it just to be in it. You never play to win it.
Yeah, but every competition you're in, you can't say, "Oh, we just win here. We're here just to stand around." Then there's no point in being a football team, really, is there?
That's what you've done for the last God knows how many seasons.
Yeah, because we're not being good enough, but at least we're consistently getting there and trying to. We're not the best European. We're not the best European club in the world, but you got to keep on trying. There's no point just turning up and saying, "Oh, we're in the Champions League and let's not try. Let's just forget it," kind of thing. We've got to at least try. There's no point entering such a prestigious competition and just sitting there and taking it. It's not like we get pummeled in it. We do. Like, Arsenal players try the best, but the players are just not good enough compared to the teams we're coming up against, and that's the bottom line of it. We haven't got enough good players to compete at that level. And with Ozil, maybe he's not performing the best, but with him there comes some prestige, as in terms of players, like Julian said, players want to play with him, and it's something Arsene Wenger and Arsenal can use as a tool to get more players interested in it. So hopefully we'll see, like especially like the Germans and stuff like that. So like, and the Real Madrid players and stuff like that. So
Alright, listen, we'll talk about this again at the start of next season. Because then we'll know who's been appointed, who's been bought, blah blah. Then we'll talk about it again. But I'm telling you now, if Man United appoint the Dutchman, most of the players would rather go there, even without Champions League football.
100% disagree, but you're not going to listen to me. So
It's up to you.
alright, guys, we'll leave it for that episode for today. See you next time.